Remington from the Revury here, and today I want to talk to you about Chanel. And I know it's no surprise, everyone knows that Chanel is heavily counterfeited due to its popularity, but because of that I want to do a video on how to authenticate Chanel shoes, and starting with the style number. Many folks don't know that Chanel actually imprints a style number into the interior of the shoe. It's either foil stamped or blindly debossed into the interior. The only exception is strappy sandals, and that's usually just because they can't fit the style number onto the straps of the sandal. So take a look. You're going to see a letter G followed by 5 digits right here. See that? That's the style number that you should be looking out for. And just to give you another example, I'm going to pull back the tongue on this shoe. You'll see this letter G right here followed by these 5 digits. That's the style number. And just to give you a little context, this 38 right here, that represents the size of the shoe. So always keep an eye out for that. The next thing that you should look for is the brand markings. So in the interior of the shoe, you're always going to see the Chanel word mark followed by the interlocking CC logo right there. Even heavily worn shoes, you'll still be able to see like faint markings of the brand logo. So always keep an eye out for it. There's another example. I had it backwards. And this interlocking CC logo is one of Chanel's most well-known trademarks, and it's usually adorned elsewhere on the outside of the shoe. So take a look at every occurrence where you see this interlocking CC logo and make sure it's presented accurately. And what I mean by that is that there's always a left C and a right C. And the right C crosses over the left C at the top, and the left C crosses over the right C at the bottom. So take a look at that. Notice where the C's are overlapping. Always double check that they're overlapping in the correct positions. Counterfeiters mess this up all the time, so it's an easy way to rule out a fake. Here is another example. As you can see where the shoes are overlapping. The next thing to look for is going to be the made in. So all the leather shoes will have a made in label that says what country the shoe was made in. Rubber soled Chanel shoes don't have this, only the leather soled shoes do. So you can't do it on every pair, but when you have the opportunity to, double check and look where it says the country of factory. This one says made in Italy. The important thing about this is because Chanel has authorized shoe factories in France, Italy, and Spain for the espadrilles. And so if this says any other country, China, Taiwan, basically any other non-European country, anything outside the ones I've listed, those are going to be a fake. And it's an easy thing to overlook, so always pay attention to it. I saw some questions on online forums about whether China ever has shoes made in China. No, the answer is no, they don't. So keep an eye out for that. And then the last thing you should always pay attention to is the material and the construction of the shoe. I know we harp a lot about it on our videos, but it's true, Chanel does intentional and thoughtful designs that use the highest quality materials. So if you see any kind of synthetic leathers, imitation leathers, synthetic materials, false stitching, hardware falling off, those are all red flags for counterfeits. So keep an eye out. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you want to shop authentic Chanel shoes, go check them out at the Revury. We've got some good ones up.